Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Sharin Albrisa Zerani, and now I'm going to analyze one of the literary extract from the novel called The House of the Mango Street. So, to begin with, I will start with the introduction. Uh, the rapid development of the society is does not always guarantee progress in people perspective and beliefs because an issue such as gender inequality still exists in many aspects of life, including the marriage. In the chapter Avala who drinks coconut and papaya juice on Tuesday from the House of the Mango Street again and by Sandra Cisneros explores uh, how woman perspective through characterization and symbolism. The chapter itself relates closely to the IB theme of identity as it reflects how Rafaela's life and identity and freedom are controlled by her husband due to her physical beauty and the attractive look. Through Rafael isolation, Cisneros demonstrates how patriarchal beliefs continue to restrict women's uh, independence within marriage life. Okay, so Rafaela is portrayed as a physically attractive look, and she is emotionally lonely and socially isolated. Her husband locks her inside the apartment because he fears that other men will admire her beauty. While Rafaela remains trapped indoors, her husband is free to go outside as it comes and socialize, and especially on Tuesday when he plays dominoes with his friends, with other men. So, this contrast highlights the unequal freedom between men and women within their marriage. Although Rafaela's husband provides her with enough money to buy the drinks, the coconut and papaya juice, but every but it suggests that material needs does not equal to freedom to Rafaela. The husband uses protection as a justification for controlling Rafaela's life, limiting her ability to interact with the outside world. Through Rafaela characterization here, we can reflect how women in patriarchal societies are often expected to depend on men rather than possesses the same autonomy and independence. Yeah, so move on to the next. Cisneros further develops the Rafaela character through symbolization of Rapunzel. It's very familiar fairy tale, and Rafaela is isolated from society and only stays within her home. This comparison symbolizes how women are often treated as weak figure who should remain inside the housing environment while men hold greater authority and control over their life. Rafaela's obedience toward her husband demonstrates the social expectation placed woman is lower to submit to male authority, even when they desire freedom for themselves. And the image of Rafaela longing for something as simple as having her own juice emphasize how limited is her independence truly is. And by this, connecting to Rafaela to Rapunzel, Cisneros reinforced the idea that female obedience and male dominance have been normalized throughout the society and the culture. Okay. In contrast to Rafaela's restricted life, her husband is depicted as socially active, as independent. He is able to work, to socialize, and enjoy his personal freedom without the limitation reflecting the privilege often granted to men within patriarchal system. And Cisneros uses this contrast between Rafaela's and her husband and the isolation and the freedom of her husband to emphasize how society normalizes male independence, meanwhile restricting women authority. The husband's activity within the social context of the story, which suggests that gender inequality has become normal in everyday through this contrast. Cisneros criticized the unequal expectation placed upon men and women in marriage and reveals how women's freedom is often dismissed under the excuse of protection and care. Yes, and in conclusion, Cisneros successfully delivered the message uh, regarding patriarchal and dependency on men through character. The character were used because it directly reflects on the broader idea of the gender inequality. Moreover, the symbolization were act as a supporter to the statement and clarify how Cisneros portrays Rafaela restricted and dependent life to her husband. And that is all of my analysis, and I hope you enjoy this. Thank you.